This week, we continue with our visit to the Chicago Soul Summit and have more words and music from Chicago's very own ProbCause on And You Don't Stop.
Sneaker culture throughout the years is a culture that has grown exponentially. When I was growing up in Chicago, a lot of times in the inner city, if you didn't have a pair of Jordans, you were gonna get roasted. It's almost an underground economy in which young people buy and trade shoes, and some of them actually make a living off of this.
So tell me, are you a vendor or are you out here just buying?
I'm a vendor.
Okay, so how old are you?
I'm 12.
You're 12 years old. So what is it that made you get into sneaker culture?
Well, my brother collects a lot, so I saw him doing it and I just liked it, so I hopped on.
Okay, cool. And since you guys are out here, you're being vendors, you guys actually make some good money doing this?
Yeah.
How much you think you may make, not to put you on blast, but how much you think you may make on a good day at an event like this?
I don't know, like 300 to 500.
Well, man, I've always just done it to wear shoes and stuff, but last 2 years, the business really blew up. So right now, it's a great source of income. Like you see, there's kids as young as 12 doing this now, and I'm damn near 30, so still at it. So,
what do you like about the idea of sneaker culture? I see you got some cool LeBrons on. Tell me about that.
Cause my dad, he got me into Jordans. Now I like Jordans.
Okay, and also I hear a lot of the hip hop music bumping in the background. What do you think is the connection between hip hop culture and sneaker culture?
If it wasn't for hip hop, there wouldn't be no sneaker collections and none of that. Sneakers started basically through hip hop. Adidas, Chuck Soles, all that. Remember that?
I don't know. It's like sneakers, man. It's a hobby now. Yeah.
And is there a business aspect of it for you also?
Yeah. Sometimes, but too many people get too hyped up for shoes. Care about the money only. Really about the sneakers.
To the clothes, you got people rapping about, Jordan, sneakers. You see Jay-Z rocking a pair of gym shoes, and now the fucking shoe goes up to $1,000 just because you see a rapper with it. So, I mean, it's always been part of the culture, matching your shoes, your clothes, swagging it out. Everybody wants to do it, so, it's part of it.
Now the kids grew up and they just took the whole sneaker game to a different level. They're out here, it's like the stock market out here. They actually dictate how the market goes on the shoes. So, how hard it is to get everything on release day. So, it happens. We'll see what happens. This market goes up, market goes down. It's the same thing and everything,
I don't know. It kind of sucks how it's becoming more of a commodity now because people see shoes as a dollar sign rather than people who just love shoes like how we do.
The Chicago Soul Summit showed us a whole new aspect of sneaker culture, where some might simply see consumerism. What we saw at the convention was a community of young people creating an alternative economy by reselling shoes, remixing style, and reconnecting with childhood nostalgia. While giving street cred value to corporate brands, sneaker culture is also firmly rooted in hip-hop in the streets, where the people still decide what's hot and what's not.
Peace, y'all. So that's our report from the Chicago Soul Summit. I had such a good time building and learning about sneaker culture. I even had to go and get my own pair, you know what I'm talking about?
Yes, y'all. G1 here with another edition of Rooftop Live on And You Don't Stop. We are back again this week with the brother ProbCause, being able to build with you again. My brother, thank you for being here again. Please, again, we're going to continue this conversation. I'd like to hear a little bit about your latest project. You put out this project called Waves. Yeah. It's a mix of different elements of hip-hop. You have some dubstep influences. You have some electronic music influences. Share with the people a little bit about what the Waves project means for you and how you represent Chicago on. I know you have a song on there called Chicago Style. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about that.
Man, that was dope. We got a twist on that one, and I kind of just try to tease all the Chicago joints that inspired me. So I say put your left foot in front of your right foot and walk with me. That's like a DA Smart line for people who really know their Chicago hip hop. And then I got the Adrenaline Rush tease with the Rush, and so we ended up sending it to Twista, and he felt the record and jumped on it with us. So I was just trying to, capture this moment in Chicago hip-hop. It's a beautiful time. There's so much talent coming out and being nationally recognized, and I kind of wanted to be a part of that and show what we got going on here,
Definitely, and I'm glad you mentioned that piece about being nationally recognized. You've had an amazing experience to be able to travel. You've done a lot of tours. Yeah. You know, you were put onto the North Coast Festival. You've done that for a couple of years now and probably will be doing it again. Tell us a little bit about how your experience has been leaving Chicago and being able to go to other cities to present your music.
It's dope, man. It's an amazing thing to go to like another city and realize that you have fans there. And you know, Chicago, when I was like originally coming up, people wouldn't really come out to shows like that. Now it's a little bit different, but to be able to like take the flavor that we have in this city and bring it to other cities and show them how we do, like I love to be able to represent, you know, in that way. So it's an amazing thing, man.
Absolutely. Now tell me this, because I know you've had amazing collaborations with other artists from Chicago. You've collaborated with Chance the Rapper, collaborated with some of the best MCs from Chicago. Tell us a little bit how you feel about the movement of MCs, of artists that are coming out of Chicago, the balance. You know, you have a different range of artists coming out of Chicago. Yeah. Tell us a little bit about where you fit into that range of artists that are coming out of Chicago.
Yeah, I mean, I think Chicago is unique because it's like in the middle of the map. So you got all these different influences coming through the city, you know what I mean? So like you said, I got some electronic influences. Some of that comes from like the house movement that was in Chicago. And then working with all these different artists like, you know, Chance and, you know, I'm hoping to work with Saba, but I work with like Show You Suck and Psalm 1 and all these different artists. I'm a big like community type of dude, you know, so like I love what's happening in the city. So to, you know, have people come into my studio and collaborate with me and work with me in the studio is like a huge, huge part of what I do, you know?
Yeah. Chicago style. It's dope to be rocking this shit with the city skyline behind, right? Yeah. I'm back at the crib on my Chi-Town shit. I walks of life in the same room chillin', kickin' with the new school, learn how to spit from the OGs. You can probably hear it in the twist. Yeah, yo, that's an ode to the old school Midwest state of mind. Nobody owes you. No one state of mind. Nobody owes you. Don't let it control you. Stand on your own too. Now we the center of the scene, lighted in a bomb and we working as a team. Do it for the spitters and the hitters with a dream. Take it to the top with a full head of steam. Rush. So turn the bass, kick up and bump, and let the rhythm hit off the drum to make your homie kick up and jump. Light up the blunt to celebrate the shit that we on. Back to Rick to that Chi-Town shit. The city that works go hard for it. All sides of the window on the scene, gonna mix what a murder may I make an extra change off a lick. Yeah, I used to kick it at the tip. If I like baseball, probably rock a size fitted. Shout out to Carlos, typing in shit. House track drilled up, all up in the whip. Yeah, so let me take you on a trip. A North Pole bomber, I'ma put you on a lick. A polar vortex couldn't cool my clip, but these cities slick as icy, you can fuck around and slip. Yeah, to all the homies with a gift, never give it up, holler at me for a lift. And if you ever get on, put it back into the city where you were born. Let that shit ride. Check it out, check it out. Gotta bring it to the house. Check it out. We're gonna go like this. Check it out. We off the rip to this Chi-Town shit. City that work, go hard for it. Ghost take a pound in the booth for I spit. Nothing in my city but corrupt politics. Yeah, then shouts to the boss. Grass ain't green, I gotta cut that loss. Kinda with a part, trying to up that cost. Shouts to the riders in the highway. Y'all put your left foot in front of your right foot and walk with me through the city and shy where the vultures be. In the windy, easy, breezy. Cause it, don't act up in public, gon' get called about. Understand what it's all about. Tell GCI to bump this loud. Watch over make my city proud. Off the rip to this Chi-Town shit. We off the rip to this Chi-Town shit. We off the rip to this Chi-Town shit. We off the rip to this Chi-Town shit. Yeah. Cool.